used to listen to blues and gospel. Our parents listen to funk, R&B, and soul, which don't even damn exist no more. Funk is something that we created from the spirit realm. White people didn't even understand that. They tried to. And the best they came up with was a group called Average White Band, because they were average, because they didn't understand the funk. Right? Am I right or wrong? When George Clinton came with the funk and put it on the one, white people didn't understand that. Thank you. It's the Chronicles of the Black Dot. He teaches us that we're able to go to the spirit realm, pull it down, give it an art form. We form it. Then we pull it down into the physical world, the physical realm, and we give it and lend it to everyone else, and we invite them into our culture. They cannot go here. Parents, listen. White people cannot go here. This is a special club. You have to have a pineal gland that's active to go here. You have to have melanin to go here. They can't go there. They have to wait on us to pull it down. And they wait on us, and they write, and they imitate. They wait till we pull it down, and they study it, and they imitate it. That's why they have to tap in on our frequency. What the hell do you think Madonna is doing? Snatching up black babies. They have to stay tapped into our frequency. They need us. They can't even stay on this planet without us. It's the vibratory frequency radiating from us that they need. So some of them adopt us. Some of them marry us. Some of them eat us. Yes, they do. If we were to take a break for a week, they would die.
What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing fine wherever you are today. This is your Gentex Stories, and I hope that you're fine. So today's video generally was to address people who are really struggling with self-hate. People are struggling with low self-esteem because of their skin color, and they understand that probably you are in a place or you're in a position that people don't look like you, and you feel like, I'm a subhuman. I'm not, I don't look like them. And what you need to understand is that beauty comes in different shapes. Beauty comes in different shapes. And it pains me, it really pains me seeing my brothers and sisters in Africa who are trying to peel off their skin to, to be beautiful, and people don't know the true significance of just having this pigmentation. They don't know how important it is. They don't know how the relationship with nature, it's really important. And it's spiritual realm of being black. The spiritual realm of being black, they don't know the significance of this. And I feel like black people really need this type of education, and parents who are really endowed with this knowledge are advised to always show their kids these type of videos, these types of messages, because it is really important for the children to get to know certain kind of information, so that when they grow, they don't grow with self-hate. And while I was walking across the internet, I came across this video called it's called Professor Grief. He's going to address things which are really, really important, things which are just beyond what we can see by our eyes, and that's the power of holding melanin, the power of having this melanin. How it's really, really important. And I've seen a couple of people who are trying to, people hate themselves, people hate being black, people hate being associated with being black. People don't know how powerful this is, because they have been ingrained, or they have been showed that they are not great. They have been showed that they are not as any other people. This is because of what we call the civilization that was brought by a white man. But it's okay. We having this type of information to decolonize the minds, to wash your mind, to blackenize your mind. I know most of us have been whitewashed, and it's cool, but that's why I really, really recommend you, as a parent who is watching this video and you understand your Afrocentric features. You understand how being black, how having melanin, it's really, really important. So I advise you to share this video with your kids, share this video with anybody that you feel like it's important, so that people, I've seen people who are closely to me struggling with self-hate just because of their color. So if I see this type of video playing, or if I see this type of messages playing, right, it is really important. And it is really, really good that most of even white people themselves don't even get it. It is 1% of people that get the importance of this. It's like having a precious thing in your body and you don't know it's precious. You keep on wasting it, you don't know it's precious. So this video is generally to try to show you, try to call out the people that still perpetrate people, to hate how they look, to hate how they perceive themselves. So I don't want to say much. I want us to watch this video. It's an educative video, and I hope that we get to learn everything through the video. Until then, this is your presenter, Agent Tech Stories, and let's dive right into the video.
Out and we danced. We called it hip hop. Are you following me? White people didn't know what the hell we were doing. But we spoke through this frequency. This was ours. We didn't have a name for it. We just did it. Who is this? That's good. Way back when he was talking about Africa, talking about the Zulus, when hip-hop wasn't even popular. We got to give it up to this brother right here. On page 236, it talks about the nefarious niggerization of rap music, brought to you by that young echelon of young white entrepreneurs that came up, the Leo Cohens, the Steve Rifkins, and all these people that took over these record companies and started signing rappers and started controlling the frequency of hip-hop and start dumbing it down. And Quincy Jones was a part of it, him and his magazine called Vibe. They was a part of it. They're in cahoots with it. We're going to have to deal with a whole lot of people, man. A whole lot of people. That's why we're in the madness that we're in today. You need to know and understand that our time frequency is off. We used to operate on a 1320 time frequency. We're operating on the white boys' 1260 time frequency. Our time is actually thrown off. That we don't know what time it is. Okay, so our time frequency is thrown off. We're operating, our body, our genetic code is operating on a different time frequency than white people. The darker you are, the more melanin you have, the more chakras you have, energy centers you have. I think we are dealing with 12, whereas when you study the Hindus and the Indians, so to speak, they may present it a lot different. They may have 7 chakras. But we have more melanin. We have more energy centers. And because we have melanin, we hear sound different, taste things different. We got the full range of what an apple tastes like, what a G note or a D note sounds like. Are you following me? Because we have melanin. Other people can't do this. We really know what an orange tastes like. Are you following me? Okay, we have to understand that concept. Dr. Emoto, I know y'all saying, wait a minute, this brother, I thought he was getting a psychological covert on hip-hop. This is it. This is the level that the cracker is fighting us on. Y'all looking for something physical, and he's doing something on a metaphysical level, which we need to understand. And metaphysics is not difficult. We should be teaching this to the 7, 8-year-olds. So by the time they get 12 and 13, they should be astroplaning, visiting other planets. Are you following me? Trying to figure out where we can go, destroy this, recreate it, and then we can come back. That's not impossible. Let me tell you something. Elijah Muhammad taught us when the wise scientists seen the cracker coming on the planet, we actually hid certain cities from him. Are you following me? So that we can preserve that knowledge and go back to it when he's off the planet. That's not impossible. That's written in our genetic code. Okay, y'all look at me like I'm crazy. Anyway, yes, y'all are. See, y'all not seeing what I'm seeing from up here, though. People rolling their eyes, twisting in their seat. So what happened? Our grandparents used to listen to blues and gospel. Our parents listen to funk, R&B, and soul, which don't even damn exist no more. Funk is something that we created from the spirit realm. White people didn't even understand that. They tried to. And the best they came up with was a group called Average White Band, because they were average, because they didn't understand the funk. Right? Am I right or wrong? When George Clinton came with the funk and put it on the one, white people didn't understand that. Thank you. It's the Chronicles of the Black Dot. He teaches us that we're able to go to the spirit realm, pull it down, give it an art form. We form it. Then we pull it down into the physical world, the physical realm, and we give it and lend it to everyone else, and we invite them into our culture. They cannot go here. Parents, listen. White people cannot go here. This is a special club. You have to have a pineal gland that's active to go here. You have to have melanin to go here. They can't go there. They have to wait on us to pull it down. And they wait on us, and they write, and they imitate. They wait till we pull it down, and they study it, and they imitate it. That's why they have to tap in on our frequency. What the hell do you think Madonna is doing? Snatching up black babies. They have to stay tapped into our frequency. They need us. They can't even stay on this planet without us. It's the vibratory frequency radiating from us that they need. So some of them adopt us. Some of them marry us. Some of them eat us. Yes, they do. If we were to take a break for a week, they would die. I'm serious. They can't even exist without us. But you see, you need to know that, Dr. Dre, and stop co-signing for them. So now what Dr. Amos Wilson teaches us, that once that spirit is in us, they control us by remote control. Because that spirit is in us. You see, once he put the spirit in the young people, he's able to control them via remote control. Because his spirit is in us. Because all he's doing is calling his spirit back. That's all. Are you following me? These people are trying to survive genetically on the planet. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing teaches us this. The genetic material that can cause white genetic annihilation lies in the testicles of the black man. But no, you get your child dressed in the morning and you drive him to school and you take your child and put him in the hands of an open enemy to miseducate your children. And you wonder why, after 4 and 5 years of that, matter of fact, 18 years of that indoctrination, they're gone. You can't get them back. The necessary re-education of blacks and the possible solution to the racial crisis can begin, strangely enough, only when blacks fully recognize that this central fact that in their lives, the white man is their bitter enemy. That's right. And until we brave enough to stand up and say it and teach it, our young people are just off base. Dr. Neely Fuller Jr. teaches us that if you do not understand racism and white supremacy, anything you will attempt to understand will only confuse you. And you are confused. So I want to say that the hip hopper, the average rapper, is confused. They victims. Ice Cube is a victim. Are you following me? Snoop Dogg is a victim. We can't keep blaming them. They don't know no damn better. That the paradigm of racism and white supremacy is a local and global power system and dynamic, structured and maintained by persons who classify themselves as white, whether consciously or subconsciously determined, which consists of patterns of perception, logic, symbol formation, thought, speech, action, and emotional response, as conducted simultaneously in all areas of people activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war, for the ultimate purpose of white genetic survival and to prevent what? White genetic annihilation. They're trying to survive genetically. They can't do it. If you allow them to do it, they'll do it. If you allow them to tap into your frequency. Wait a minute. Let's go back. It's local and global. What is the question you asked me earlier? Where am I going to go and live? Wherever you go. Racism is there. It's local and it's global. You're not going to be able to escape it. You might as well strap the hell in, man, and just crack your knuckles, because this way it's going to go down. For real.
We are having important things in our body that we don't even know. And I'll still insist and I'll still say that melanin, it's important part of our identity. It's an important part of our identity. Whether you agree with me or whether you disagree with me, but that's the truth. I know sometimes we might disagree with some things. This is an important part of our identity, and God Himself, when He created a human being, He put the melanin because He know this man or this woman is going to speak with me. And that's why people with melanin have what is called the conduit for spiritual energy. Melanin, which is more abundant in people's skin, it serves as a conduit for spiritual energy. It is thought to enhance a person's connection to the spiritual realm. It enlightens intuition and increases sensitivity to subtle energies. Intuition and everything. It's really, really important to a black person. That's how you see we have more spiritual black people as compared to other races. That explains why the melanin is really, really important, and why you need to have it, and why this can be a form of communication with your creator. You can walk through the sun freely without being affected, without wearing sunburns and everything, because God Himself created the sun, and you walking through what He created. And when you walk through the sun, you realize that you become more darker, and this pulls you closer. Pulls you closer to what you're supposed to be, to who you're supposed to be. You are a human being. You're supposed to be walking outside through the sun. You're supposed to be absorbing the melanin. You're supposed to be creating a lot of melanin so that it can protect you. And it's not very easy for you to get certain kind of diseases. As you know, the melanin protects the UV rays, which causes skin disease, which is called the melanoma, skin cancer, and just everything, you understand? So another thing that you need to know, and I think it's in line with what I've said, talking about protection and healing, so melanin is often it has the ability to absorb and block harmful UV radiation, but spiritual. It is also considered a protective force. Melanin is considered a protective force spiritually. It is believed to shield the body and mind from negative energies and to aid in the healing of the spirit. A black person really needs to understand the importance of having this melanin. Really, really, it is important for you to understand that what you are having, it's worth way much than even the precious metals that you can have. And you have it in your skin, you have it with you, and you need to realize how this is really, really important. And I've seen a couple of families, especially Asians, especially Latinos, or their parents won't allow them to walk through the sun because they'll get dark. Little they know that walking through the sun connects you with the energies, connects you with who you are supposed to be. God Himself created the sun, and as a human being, you should walk on the sun, bask on the sun. Your body needs the sun, right? So it is important. It is important if you look at it in that way. And most of us take this for granted. Most of us don't know this. And it is high chance, it is high time that you get to know how this is really, really important. Walking through the sun connects you with your creator. Walking through the sun connects you with nature, connects your body, connects your spirit, connects your organs, and just everything with nature. For your full performance as a human being, you need to get out of the house. You ask yourself why when a child is born and they're not taken outside the house, they develop certain kinds of diseases like rickets. You understand? So it is important for us to have the sun. This really explains a lot of things, and I hope everybody who is watching this video could go and share it with anybody that they think it will help them, especially people who are struggling with self-esteem, people who thought that having black skin is not something which is right. These are the people that this message needs to be sent to, and it is important. It is really, really important for you as a black person to get to know your self-worth. It's really, really, really important indeed. I'm also going to be talking about how melanin connects you to the divine. In some spiritual traditions, melanin is seen as a substance that links individuals to the divine or the universe. This idea is connected to the concept of that melanin allows for a deeper resonance with the frequencies of nature and the cosmos, the cosmology, fostering a closer relationship with the spiritual world. And I'll say it again. In some spiritual traditions, melanin is seen as a substance that links individuals to the divine or the universe. This idea is connected to the concept that melanin allows for a deeper resonance with the frequencies of nature and the cosmos, fostering a closer relationship with the spiritual world. So, just think about it. Amongst other things that I've said, this is really, really important, and you need to know this as a black person. If you think that beauty only comes in a different way, you can be black and still beautiful. And I've seen black models. I've seen a lot of black models winning. So let that don't detach you, or don't make you feel or make you think that you are not beautiful, you're not endowed. So melanin has some ancestral connection. As I included this video, I said that melanin is important as it plays part of who we are, our identity. It really, really plays a big part. And I understand people's melanin representation or phenotypic representation of melanin in their body is different. A person can be black, but they don't show the melanin, but they are black. It means that they contain the melanin, right? But not phenotypically. So it comes in different phases. I wanted to clarify that. So memory and ancestral connection. Some theorists have suggested that melanin holds memory of ancestral knowledge, making it a key to unlocking the wisdom and experiences of previous generation. This can be seen as a spiritual asset that offers guidance and strength from one's lineage. It really, really plays an important part in you as a person, getting to know your identity, getting to know who you really are. It is really, really important. That was my 2 cents in regards to this video. And you might want to save this professor's video. And he talked about the hip hop, really, really important part of American black culture. Anytime I hear the word hip hop, what comes to my mind is American black people with their roots, with the creation of hip hop and everything. I do recognize that. So tell me what you think about this video. If you think it's educative, consider subscribing to the channel, join my membership, and really get to see what I can offer you. Until then, this is Eugene Tech Stories, and see you in my next video. As you always know, peace, love, and harmony. Salute.